Hi guys, my name is Sarvansh and thank you for watching my the other videos about the SSCM tutorial. So today's videos is about how we can create a task sequence and how we can deploy on a bare metal machine. So let me start this video without wasting the time. So now I am in a SSCM console and in my last video you have seen it, the OSD prerequisite, what and all the prerequisite we required on distribution point, Pixie, and the other things. So I'm going to start after that. So here you can see in it, I have the operating system. This was distributed, and in my last video I showed you how you can distribute on DP and how you can add the Vim file. Another thing about the boot image configuration that I showed in my last video and how you can distribute to your Pixie enable distribution point. So now let me start this. Let me create a task sequence here, and here is a multiple options when we are having already Vim file which we was captured. So you want to deploy it, so you need to select the first option, so install and the existing image package. Click on next. That here you can assign the task sequence name Windows 2004 for deployment. And now here is the space to select the boot image. So this my 2004 Windows is with the 64-bit, that's why I am taking the boot image 64-bit. Click on next. Here we need to select the Vim file, so I have only the Vim file. I select this partition, that should be fine. Configure the BitLocker, I don't want to configure the BitLocker. Now here is a space to put the licensing key. If you are having the license key, you can put it here. If not, then you can leave it blank. This space for put the administrator password, local admin password. So guys, don't generate the randomly password because it will be causing an issue. If you are adding a machine in domain and it got failed, so it will be a problem. So better you can assign the password to your local administrator. Let me put the local admin password. Next, and now here is to join to AD. So let's try it. Lab, then computer, then I'm going to set up a password here. SSCM, I have multiple SSCM account. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm giving the password. Okay, next, install the client, that's fine. State migration I'm not going to use. As I told, I'm going to deploy this OS on the bare metal machine. So this scenario is only for when we are having the bare metal machine, on that we are going to deploy the OS. So now next, and here is an option to, if you want to select deploy the patches software update, you can add it here. If you don't want to deploy the software update, you can escape and go next. Here you can add the application by clicking here. You can search the application. I don't have any application. I recently built my this lab because it was crashed last time. I don't have any application. If you want to add, you can assign the application here. So during the OSD, it will install the application. Now next and next. Okay. So now close it. So now we done all those things. Let us verify one time. Right click, edit it, and go to the WinP. It's fine. BIOS, it's okay. UEFI, it's fine. It will create the partition with the 99%. If you want to create 2 3 drive, you can configure here. Apply the operating system. So I have this my the Windows image Vim file, that package ID, this one Vim file ID is this one. Network, if you want to change the time, then you can change the time here, but I am using the my local time. Then network. So uh, network also is okay. We have not selected any specific network. It should be the all. Okay, so here if you are going to select like the DNS and WIMS and the TCP/IP, you can go with that, but without that also it will work if you want to assign the DNS for your the network. Here is driver. So driver we are not going to do anything, and here is the our client. So guys, hope you are familiar with this. If you want to check the options, you can check it here. For the BIOS, it's by default. I have not modified anything, so no need to worry. You just create and you can deploy it. Okay, so these are the settings what we have inside our task sequence. Now let's see the deployment. Nothing is the deployment, and we are going to deploy it on a unknown machine collection. Right click and deploy it, and now here is unknown machine. Select, it should be the available, and it should be the Pixie mode. Now next, make it available. I'm not going to expire this advert. This should be okay. Task sequence process outside window I'm not going to touch because it will used when your SCCM client is installed and it communicating with your SCCM. Next, this is for the ASCOM alert, so we don't have the operation manager here. And now here is a task sequence, only the one option, and this option is used when your the one distribution point is not responding. Then you can assign the it will route traffic to another distribution point, so that the particular client will take a data from the another distribution point. So now next, and click on next, and we all good here. Now, if you want to check the reference, click on here as we deployed, so you can check the reference also. So what we have, and we have the one Vim file, one boot, and the SCCM client. So we have only these many things here. Deployment is for the unknown, and it will start in 12 a.m. It's my the local time. And now what is next? Another thing is we are going to use this logs, this SMS Pixie. You can open from the logs file, so I can show you where it is. Oh shit. And the program file here, and the logs file, so you can go here, SMS, and here is the log SMS Pixie. That's what I opened here. Okay, so now the next thing is I'm going to boot my machine now, the bare metal machine. That is, this is what the my machine. Let me boot it. It will not take the DHCP IP. So I will teach you the some uh, techniques or to resolve the issue, how you can work very carefully, or like you will not face much problem if you are following some process. So now it's trying to get the IP. It's got failed. That's what I was expecting. Why it was failed? DHCP has not allowed to give the IP address. Let's go to me in the DHCP server, because this error you will face in the lab, and even if you are facing in the production. So what you can do it, you can go to the logs file, go to the event viewer. Under the event viewer, application and services, Microsoft Windows, then you will be having DHCP server, and here you can check the logs file. So here you can see in it 3B when it was connecting, and 12 12 it was trying to connect with the DHCP, and DHCP declined this request. So what we can do it, can take this address, we can go with the DNS, DHCP, and you can allow here. But in the production, you should be having the default allow rule. If you are not having and you are facing the issue, what you can do, you can configure allow that MAC address in your DHCP server. Now let's see whether I'm getting the IP or not. Let me boot with the network and let us start Pixie. Okay, so it's the station IP address is got at 160. Okay, and now it's got the IP. Now let me enter it. Now it went to the Pixie. Okay, so now what we'll do it, we can go with the SMS Pixie log when it was started on 12:13 around. Okay, so 12:12. Okay, when we was booted, we can see the logs gap here. Okay, so from here it was started on 12:51, and when I booted the machine as the first time it got failed. Then again I booted the machine. So here you can check the logs, you can read it thoroughly. You will understand how it is going. So this logs you can read it or the IP we got, and here I can show you the what the IP it got. It is, if there is any duplicate entry it will show you here the duplicate BIOS or the it is an unknown machine. Yes, if it is a duplicate address it will show you the one here. And here if you go, this is what the let me search the IP. Okay, so my the client is got the IP 160 IP. So when I boot this, it got the 160 IP from my the DHCP server. So this IP it got, and then it start booting from the my boot image. Now let's see what it will do. Come here on that. It almost done, so I don't want to skip this part. If any error comes, we'll start troubleshooting. Okay, so now it's going with the uh, WinP, and I put it a password screen because it will hold here, and we can check something else. Like I press F8, so my the CMD open. Now let me check the logs file. CM trash, pin it. You need to click here, and you can go on Windows. Under Windows there will be a folder temp. Now open this logs file, so here you can track all those things. If any issue, any error come, then we can check it here. Before that you need to do something more. If you want to check like from where it connected, and you want to get the more information, so let's go with the IP config. What the IP got, so my the this bare metal machine got the IP 160. My the subnet mask is this, and the default gateway we got 140. Let us check the some more information. So slash all, and here uh, my the host name is assigned for this particular machine, and the node type is hybrid. DNS, this is the most important. If it is not resolving your the accurate DNS what you have in your AD or in your SSEM, then it will not boot, it will fail again. Okay, so these are the network configuration. So this thing is very important before starting the OSD. You need to verify this. Other things is you can just check the randomly, like the DHCP server, from where it got the IP. It got the the DHCP server is 140, and this is the default gateway, and the DHCP server, or what else. So these are the things are important. Man is the DNS. If the DNS is not correct, then you will not get the MP and your image will be failed. Okay. Other thing is you can check the ping. I'm just pinging my the AD server test hyphen AD. Let me try this. If it is not reachable, that then also it will fail. So let me try to ping this. It is timeout. Okay, somehow it work. Let me try again. Okay, well and good. Let me put the FQDN name lab.com. Okay, it work. Let me test with my SSCM server. That is, I mean the MP. I am going to put it here. Test hyphen SSCM. Okay, it's resolving. Let me check with the FQDN name. So these are the normal things. If you got the error also, guys, go back here on this screen and you can test your all those things whether are these things are functionally well or not. Now we should not get the error here because all the things are in place. But let's see if any issue come. Okay, so it got resolved now, and it got the WinP file here. If it is not getting, then you can just try to ping it here. If there is any hops breakup, then it will resolve that. Okay, so now I got the my vim file, and the name is come ost. Okay, and let me boot. Now it will start deploying the OS. So guys, that's how you can do it. I will keep it on hold sometime, because unnecessary it will waste the time and the video will be very lengthy. It will take around the 15 to 20 minutes based on the RAM size what you assign to your machine. So it's copying there, and these things you can track with this logs file. You can read it here what is going on with your vim file, so you can check it out. It's got the MP policies, all those things is get it. So you can read the logs if you want. Something error was there initially, but that's fine. Okay, so this is what the package it's downloading, from which DB downloading everything. It will give you the details here. So now it is getting this package that my the vim file name is win2002 underscore dot. This is the my file name, and it's getting copied here. Okay, so after copied this, it will start the installation, or we can wait. Just it will take maximum 1 minute. Okay, so you can see in it, it almost done to copying that file. Again, the logs file got changed, verifying that hash value, and after this verification, it will go with the next. Okay, so now it verify the hash value and it went to the next. Now let's see what it will do. It start applying the image from this. Now what it did, it copied your vim file to locally on that machine. After that it verify the hash value, and then now it extracting, it applying actually the operating system, it deploying now the operating system. So these are what are the things. Other things, if you want to check the Pixie logs. I am in the SSM server now, SMS Pixie log. So no more information after boot. This logs will not update. Here logs will be updating only till the boot image will give the Pixie. Sorry, your the boot image will give the Vim file. After that, this log will stop updating, and you can track all those things in your machine where you are deploying the operating system. Okay, so it will take some time. Let me hold this. Okay, so guys, you can see in it getting progressive, and let's see how much time it will take. So just I don't want to close this video because if any error is coming here, then I can show you how to troubleshoot it. Okay, guys, so you can see in it getting progress, and we can wait for some more times whether it will throw any error or not. Okay, guys, you can see in it's reached almost. Okay, okay, so you can see in the progress now. It's getting the driver, other things, and let me close this now. Okay, guys, so this was got installed, and the machine has rebooted now. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I shows you how you can install the operating system here. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you soon in my next video. Okay, so I hold the video. Just I want to show you the one more thing is about how it will be after the boot, how it will be reacting. So that machine was rebooted, and I thought it will come up or not. So that's why. So now you can see in it's getting ready that OS, and we can wait for a couple of minutes. That will be good to see that how the operating system got installed. Okay, so after that it's like getting ready. It's deploying the OS like when we are installing a normally OS, and it's showing the screen the getting ready. So our operating system got installed successfully. And let's see how much time it will take. Okay guys, so now it got installed, and it's getting ready. Might it will take some time. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you soon in my the next video.